Hi, Book Monster Mitch. Before I go into the topic of today's video, I just wanted to mention as a side note, I am working on getting some pictures up from Sunday's NFL football game with the Saints versus Arizona Cardinals, New Orleans Saints versus Arizona Cardinals. Like I said, I'm working on getting those pictures up um, to the community board on YouTube. I haven't yet. I'll let you know when I do get those up on the board, so you guys can go look at that and enjoy that. Enjoy some memories from that game that I experienced. It was only my second NFL football game in my lifetime, which I'm pretty sure I said already in previous videos, but that's that's what happened. So, like I said, as as everything progresses with that, I'll keep you guys updated. Now on to today's topic of this video. This video actually originated. I'm not sure how it originally came about, like who on YouTube originally came up with this video topic, but I heard about it through or from John um, at, at the channel Talking Story. I'll try to link those guys' channels in the comment section. Um, I mentioned them and Mike's book review several times on this channel. If you haven't checked either of those channels out yet and like my or enjoy my views on things, go check those two channels out. They go way more in depth with everything than I ever will or ever could, especially if you're into energetic enthusiasm. Definitely go check out John and Jacob Minton at Talking Story. That's father and son, John and Jacob Minton. Um, they do their channel Talking Story together. But anyway, all the channel things aside and all the football game things aside, I got the today's video idea from uh, John and Jacob. So what this is um, just a peek behind the curtain, kind of give some behind the scenes ideas of how I run my channel. Of course, John and Jacob and Mike and everybody else that I follow on YouTube, whether it be Talking Story, Mike Book Reviews, Philip Chase, or Daniel Green, or anybody. They've done this for quite longer than I have. Uh, you know, Talking Story has had a channel up for 2, maybe 3 years. Mike has had his for 5 or 6 years now. Daniel Green, I don't know how long his channel's been up. Maybe 6, 7 years. I don't know. You know, I couldn't even tell you when I started following or keeping up with um some of those channels. Mike I follow pretty much from the beginning. He and Daniel Green, or the two that have got me interested in the Wheel of Time, which, like I've said countless times, I have all the books. I've just yet to get into them properly, and it'll be a while because I want to get copies of the books, ideally, that won't fall apart as I'm reading them. Because several times now I've tried to read Eye of the World, and the front cover is damn darn near torn off. Not completely, but if you go, excuse me, if I continue to go reading it or any of the corresponding books, the books will disintegrate in my hands, and it'll be nothing but pain. Excuse me, I have a little uh, irritation in my throat. I feel okay. It's just, sinus drift or whatnot. So, yeah, if I continue reading the books that I have as is, I'm worried that they'll just fall apart and tear up in my hands. And I really want to enjoy the story. It's just, I really can't at this point with the fear of them, like I said, falling apart in my hands. So, um, but more to the point, like I said, this will be a video trying to give you an idea of how I prep for videos and where some of my ideas come from. Why I might, why and how I might talk about the topics that I do. Things of that nature. I think John had a little notepad or something with, bullet points that he wanted to hit um, through this through his video, and I think it was more of like 10 or 12 things he had jotted down. But I didn't jot anything down. I'm just going by the seat of my pants, which is item number one on, um, the peek behind the curtain, is that really and truly there is no preparation. There is no, oh, let me jot some ideas down on things I may want to cover on the channel, and then take those ideas and jot some more ideas on that certain topic. Sorry to tell you guys, I just more or less say, hey, I got this idea in my head. Let's go to the computer. Let's turn on the camera, record the video, see what happens, what comes of it. So there's that. The way I come up with, certain videos, for example, like my video game retrospective series that I've been covering on the channel. At least covering one video game console per video. That's just an idea, a long form idea that I had because, like I've said several times on the channel, so far I like video games. That's one of my major hobbies. Almost everything I do is a hobby. Pretty much everything, anything I do is a hobby. I consider this video making for YouTube more or less a hobby. Now, yes, eventually and hopefully making videos and writing and all that, will benefit me financially, hopefully, eventually, like I said. But for now, it's just, because it's something I feel I want and, you know, in some regard need to do. Um, I don't know if I mentioned this on the channel, but this video making on YouTube pretty much replaces my typing everything out on Facebook. You know, it used to be before this, I'd pretty much go on Facebook and say, hey, I'm reading this book and I'm this far in. I'm enjoying, I'm, you know, um, whatever. It's by this author. This is the title of the book. Everything I say on here, pretty much, I just transfer that to Facebook and type it out. But now, I don't want to say that eliminates the need to go on Facebook and still type, you know, a paragraph or so, you know, a sentence or two about a book or something going on in life, because I still do that. But, you know, I don't do it as much as I used to. I don't need to do it as much. And the main reason I decided to come on YouTube and make videos and say, speak my hobbies, speak what's going on in my life, as opposed to typing it out anywhere on any platform. It's much easier. It's a hell of a lot easier on me to speak it rather than type it. Now, I hear you questioning, Book Monster, you are writing stories and books and whatnot. Um, you have to type those, and you're right. Uh, I do have, I don't have any choice but to type those out. But um, trust me, if I can find some feasible, affordable technology to assist me in that regard, I will try my darndest to transfer to that instead of just typing it out all the time. I know there is such technology, it's just to find the resources and or funding to do so. So there's that. And then you know, so like I said, mostly I fly by the seat of my pants with video ideas and topics. Not, most people doing this have their days and weeks planned out ahead of time. They say, okay, on Monday I'm going to make this video on this topic and I will hit these bullet points for this video. Tuesday, make this video on this topic, hit these bullet points, and so on and so forth. Unfortunately, you know, it's to the point where you think it would be easier to come up with topics for videos and bullet points on said topics. But for me at least, more often than not, it's not easy. It's not as easy as it looks and sounds. And trust me, I felt and thought the same way that I'm sure many of us have felt and thought and still feel and think. But until you sit down in front of the camera and start making videos and say, hey, I'm going to make videos for YouTube, come watch me. That's the easy part. The hard part is, like I keep saying, coming up with topics and ideas and whatnot. So yeah, and oh yeah, one more behind the scenes. topic. I used to, when I had my last channel, Fantasy and Science Fiction Fest, I used to record on my Kindle because that was the only device I had with Wi-Fi and a camera built in feature. Excuse me. But now I was fortunate enough to be given a computer, a desktop PC with a built-in camera on top the monitor. So that's how I'm recording all these videos now on this channel. I would have liked to keep Fantasy and Science Fiction Fest going, but I had to create this channel because for whatever reason somehow I can no longer access my former channel. So I mean it's fine. I'm doing better with Book Monster than I ever was with my last channel. So you know what? No love lost. I don't want to say I'm doing better or worse with this channel. It's just, I'm building from that channel onto this channel now. So that's it. I'm sorry it wasn't more detailed or more descriptive. But like I said, for the most part, I just come on here after I think of a topic or in this case, get an idea from another content creator and kind of make it my own. I do that. For example, Mike from Mike Book Reviews does a video every single week called a weekly update. That's where I got my channel check-in video ideas from. Now, like I said, he does it every week. So does John and Jacob at Talking Story. They do weekly readers every Monday. But I do channel check-ins. And they do it every week. I used to or try to do it every week, but I just do it every once in a while, and just go with the name channel checking, let you know, hey, this is what's been going on. I'm just checking in basically and, get out and make other content. One, because I don't have, enough, I feel I don't have enough to cover once a week, and two, um, to me at least, that seems to be some of my weakest viewed content on the channel. Now I know over time, things have to catch and grow interest and all. I get that. It's just if I can find something else to kind of supplement that for the time being, I'll do that. Um, but anyway, with all that, I'll let you go. Hopefully, you enjoyed this. Let me know of some things that I do that you like that maybe I didn't cover in this video. If you need more info on how I came up with certain things, let me know down in comments and I'll give you more feedback if I can. Um, but like I said, I'll let you go now. And as always, this has been Book Monster Mitch saying, love each other and yourselves, be kind to each other, take care of each other. Have a good day, good evening, and we'll talk soon. Thank you.